Who could forget what happened here, May 18th? And it's Nigel the...
This bout is skipped.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Tried to score with a jab. So much for boxing. This is a fight. And he did catch him. He caught it clean. Clean as a whistle. There was so much hype surrounding this match. I wonder if it can actually live up to the hype.
You have some fighters that are big show, big arena fighters, and they bask in this, they love this, they are born for this. You have other fighters where this would be like the rabbit in the headlights.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Perfect counter lands. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. The bravery being shown here is just incredible. The jab slightly off target. Very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. What would you tell this guy? He's got to do something different.
Every second, every minute of...
Here we go. It's round 2. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
This fighter doesn't just want to win by knockout. They want to do it early so they can get out of here.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
Failing to score with that right hook. Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them more than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. That counter shot lands. And misses with that jab. Which fighter will say no mas? Nice counter punch right up the middle. Talk about Ben in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes to a close. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Miss with that jab. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. There's a counter shot. Beautiful counter shot. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. Well, he is in big trouble here. He may have been saved by the bell.
Needs a knockout without a doubt. Needs to go out there and think, right, you know what?
Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Unlucky to miss with that jab. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. And he scores with the counter. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, be a lot harder.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Both men step back for just a moment. You'd like to see more jabs. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Talk about winning that last round. You know that bell was sweet music to his ears.
Wow, it was like...
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
Now he knows he's been hurt. He's going to come out and put the pressure on. He's going to throw the kitchen sink at you. You've got to be ready for that. Don't fight fire with fire. Hold him off. Be smart because he's going to try and put you under pressure. He knows your legs are gone. He knows your head's not cleared. Be sharp.
In the build-up to this fight, Johnny, this power puncher told us, listen, I don't care if it's round 1 or round 12, I've got enough power and confidence to end this in one shot.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Do you believe what we are seeing? Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Both men step back for just a moment. He threw a punch and just got countered. When are we going to see a jab from these two? Nice counter shot. Just missed with that hook. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. The game plan does not seem to be working here. What's he have to do differently? Let's start the sixth. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart, be sharp, don't be a fool, don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him, tie him up, just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
You've got to ruffle their feathers, Todd. You cannot let them get comfortable, drag them, get them complaining to the referee, because once somebody with excellent foot speed and excellent power gets into the rhythm, the fight is over.
Nice counter shot. Good idea, but misses with the left hook. Shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill. Tap for tap. Now, this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missing with the hook. How about that time counter shot? Counter punching. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Let's talk about Ben in that last round. That bell could not have come soon enough for this guy.
Every second, every...
There's the bell to start round 7. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer. They are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
That punch is beginning to take its toll. Beautiful counter punch. There's a scoring blow. Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Punch, counter
No.
punch.
No.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming.
No. No.
When you're a power
Snow.
puncher, you're not as concerned with how many
Snow.
punches you throw. It's about how many you land
I
and
love
how
you.
hard they are.
Back in the history
Snow.
books, some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division was there.
Do it.
Yes, we know.
What you
But I'm
doing?
telling you now, you look like they're,
What
these
you doing,
guys
Snow?
are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. Yes, and you can imagine that being
Oh,
you.
yeah.
They're the size of an average man.
Oh, yeah. That's all we can do is be
Still up
silly.
for grabs with just 10
I'm on
seconds
up
to
there
go.
letting them nasty. I said, hey, that's a y'all nasty. Ass. You know.
Let's talk about winning that last round. At this point, you got to believe he can't win on the scorecards. Going to need a knock.
That's a big nasty
There's the bell to
ass.
start round 8. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet.
Hey,
Not
boy.
until your senses have come back.
I said, what, man? Going Valentine's Day, man. I said, okay, man.
Can you believe what we're seeing?
You probably doing nasty right about you. We can get it in right now. I said, man, stop that junk. Oh, I gotta go to work tomorrow. I ain't done that shit.
Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble.
I'm about to take a bath.
You'd like
I
to see
enjoy it,
more
too.
jabs. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know the amazing fights at middleweight are ridiculous. That is what writes our history books.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Big hook. Good thing it didn't land. That counter punch caught him clean. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. A little bit of controversy. It's a majority decision win.
Shows how much we know. We didn't have it like that. We thought it was a one-sided fight. But you know what? Spot on. I don't mind being wrong right now for...
What do you do?